Hi, welcome again to the Integrity Insider. This is Nate Bean, and I am the owner and founder of Integrity Automotive in Issaquah, Washington. Our Integrity Insider is a time where we talk for just a couple minutes about certain things about your vehicle. Hopefully, you can learn and be a more educated driver and vehicle owner. Today, I want to talk about what happens when your check engine light comes on. I want to take this from a little bit different angle. The check engine light, just so you know, is just simply an indicator that the computer is seeing a problem with something that it controls or monitors. The check engine light, also sometimes known as the service engine soon light, or the MIL, which is the actual common, I should say, professional term, which stands for Malfunction Indicator Lamp, is a little yellow or amber lamp on your dash that will either be words, check engine, service engine soon, or maybe just a symbol of a picture of an engine. When that light comes on, it means that the computer is sensing a problem and it wants you to get it checked. Now, if that light comes on solid, it means it is it's a component that is probably not going to cause damage to the catalyst or any other component if it's not addressed in the short term. So the best idea is if that check engine light comes on, take it to a shop where they have some professional ASE certified technicians that can get that accurately diagnosed for you. Now, a lot of people will then take their car to a parts house such as O'Reilly's or Napa, someplace like that, where they have a code reader, and they can plug that code reader into the connector underneath the dash of your vehicle, and they can retrieve what's called a fault code, or a DTC, diagnostic trouble code. And that fault code then tells you what component or system the computer is seeing a problem with. That does not actually diagnose the problem, however. A check engine light coming on for a fault code with, for instance, an oxygen sensor could very well mean that you have a failed oxygen sensor, and that's quite common after about 60 to 80 to 100,000 miles on a vehicle. That component may need to be changed. However, that light being on doesn't mean that the O2 sensor is bad. It just simply means that it sees the oxygen sensor not responding the way that it wants it to. Your computer is controlling all different types of parts and components and systems within the engine, within the vehicle. And if it sends a signal, if it sees a signal from a sensor, such as the oxygen sensor, and then it sends a signal to another component, say it's your ignition system or your fuel injector, to try to adjust the reading that it wants to get on that oxygen sensor, and then it doesn't get the response that it wants, then it will try again and again, and eventually it says, you know what, I'm doing all this correcting, and the oxygen sensor is not responding the way I want it to. So I think I might have a problem with the oxygen sensor. So it turns on a light and gives you a code for an oxygen sensor. But actually, it may be another problem. It could be a mechanical problem, something that's not causing the vehicle to burn the fuel mixture properly. It could be a problem with the ignition system. A number of different things that could be causing that sensor to not respond, because actually the sensor may be reading correctly, but the vehicle is not responding the way or getting the result that the computer wants to see. So just simply reading the code is not going to give you the problem. It's just going to send you in the right direction and tell you where to look. So generally, getting a code will give you a clue, but you're going to need a certified technician with the proper equipment and diagnostic abilities to run through a series of pinpoint tests to find the actual problem. We're happy to do that here. We have good skilled technicians that can get that diagnosed for you. And if you have any questions regarding your check engine light, don't hesitate to call us or send us an email. And one more critical point. If that check engine light is flashing, you need to turn your vehicle off right away, and you need to arrange to get it taken to a shop immediately. If that light is flashing, it means there is a misfire or some other failure in the system that could cause damage to the catalytic converter or the catalyst, and that can be a very expensive repair, something you don't want to face, especially on newer vehicles today. So I hope that helps, gives you some information about your check engine light. Tune in next time for more automotive tips on the Integrity Insider. I'm Nate Bean. Thanks for joining us.